The last fan who saw Liam Payne alive 1 hour before his passing is speaking out. We got to talk about that and a lot more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you all with open arms. I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend that's covering all things pop culture, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Best friend, we got to talk about this Liam Payne situation and this new interview that just came out. You guys know that I've been handling the Liam Payne passing with as much respect and human kindness as I possibly can, because I also lost my brother the same way Liam Payne supposedly passed away, which was taking his life. So this is definitely something very real to me, and I know how the family feels. I know what they're going through. So I just wanted to be as loving and as human as possible. But as much as I didn't want to talk about this, there's something very weird that really got my attention. A fan that saw Liam Payne 1 hour before just did a long interview in an Argentinian news station. And her name is Diana Guana, and she basically spoke out and she talked about her experience and how she's actually calling out the hotel for lying. So the interview obviously is in Spanish. I already saw the whole thing, so I'm just gonna give you guys a summary. So they asked her, how was Liam Payne when she saw him? So she says that she and three other friends were in the hotel waiting for him from 9:30 in the morning to hopes, that he'll come down. He finally came down at 3 p.m. after he had woken up. So she saw him, he was alone, he didn't have a bodyguard, and he was super, super nice. She talks about how he was so talkative and how he was so in awe of the beauty of Argentina, how he wanted to move there, how he was so happy there, how he loved the farm life there. He talked about, just how much of a great time he was having. They asked her if she saw any weird behavior or anything like that, coming from him, because of course people are saying that he was completely out of it and drunk and disoriented and all these things. She says that he was incredibly in perfect health, that he was speaking very eloquently, that he didn't have any issues speaking, that he was engaging, that he was calm, that he was, very grateful that they were there. They even actually had another friend coming, but she was running late, and they asked Liam hey, so we have a friend coming and she wants to give you a gift. Would it be okay if she waits for you here? And he goes, yeah, I'm gonna go up to my room and eat something, and then I'll come down and I'll go out and receive the gift and say hello. So they spoke for 15 minutes. They asked her if it's true about the destruction and all this scene that he allegedly caused in the hotel, and she said that they had not seen anything. And if they're waiting there from 9:30 in the morning, they must have seen something, right? They also asked her about these alleged two sex workers that were allegedly there with him, and that they allegedly had this huge argument about payment and all these things. And if they saw anyone come down, from there, or anyone screaming or talking about this, and they said no. 1 hour later, she explains that is when they started seeing some really weird movement in the hotel. They started seeing guests kind of running, and they started seeing police officers or an ambulance, an authority asking them who were they waiting for. They said Liam Payne. Then the official went in, and they were like, what's going on? They spoke to this couple that came down that were staying in the hotel, and they said basically that somebody jumped off the balcony. And they could have never guessed that it was Liam. They asked her, did you ever think that it could have been Liam? And she said, absolutely not. I mean, we just saw him an hour ago. But then when they heard the news that it was Liam, they were in disbelief, because they were just like, this can't be. We were just with him an hour ago and he was perfectly fine. So there's a lot of weirdness. I mean, and listen, when it comes to somebody's passing, I don't like the conspiracies. I don't like these type of things. But if there are questions, I feel like it's valid to ask them with the most respect for Liam Payne. His father is still in Argentina. Allegedly, they're not going to be giving his father, Liam's body until they do a lot more things. Liam's father was in the balcony trying to investigate how it actually happened. So there's a lot of things that are just not adding up. She says that it's not like what the hotel said, that there was no destruction of laptops, that there was no scenes, that he seemed perfectly fine, and she's very, questioning what exactly happened here. And honestly, after hearing her, talk about this, it really does make you wonder what actually did happen here. I will say, I mean, mental health is something that is so, you could be happy one second and literally be very different the next second. Mental health ups and downs hit you like a damn, bulldozer, and you never know what's going to happen. You never know how your mental health is going to shift. So, a lot of things obviously could change within that hour that they didn't see him. But she just found it to be very weird for the things that the hotel was saying and the things that, came out in the press. And she goes, the things that are coming out in the press are just not true. So why would she have to be lying? Like, what does she have to lie about? Like, what is in her interest? I honestly, I feel like, his father is there for a reason. They're still doing a lot of tests on Liam's, body. The funeral is not set to be until next month. They're not expecting them to release Liam's body to his father for like a couple more weeks. And that is absolutely insane. It's going to be now, what, a week plus, so there's just something really, really weird going on here. I will say this though, I never expected my brother to do what he did. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know my brother struggled with certain things, but I never expected it. I absolutely never expected it to happen. I mean, till this day, I feel like all of us that have lost someone like this, we constantly question and we blame ourselves, and we have all these questions, and we really want the answers. And when there's no answers to the thing of they just can't handle life anymore and they want to go somewhere else, there's nothing really to say there, right? But then when there's things that are being said that people who were there are saying never happened, then of course that definitely adds all these questions. I did want to end my video by saying that, losing someone to suicide, is something that, I don't wish on my worst enemy. I constantly blamed myself for not being there more, or not answering that phone call, or what could I have done more. And I just want to offer a little advice to you guys. You have to stop putting the blame. You have to stop asking questions. You have to stop attacking yourself. I could have done this and I could have done that. It happened. And the only thing that you should do now is heal. And, for the first 6 years, almost 5.5, 6 years, I was on autopilot. I don't really remember those years. I just remember being in complete autopilot, and I do have to say that after a while, in the past couple of years is when I really decided that, okay, I have to live my life to the fullest for him and I. Do you know what I mean? So I, for so long, felt guilty for still being here. And so now I'm saying I need to live my life. And that's just, what I have to do. So I just wanted to, send that message to all of you guys out there. If it's already done, we have to move on, and we have to carry their name and their love that we have for them for the rest of our life, including the pain. But we have to also understand that we deserve to live a happy life as well. We'll always have that sadness every damn day. Every single day I think of him. I hear something, I see something that reminds me of him. So the memory will always be there, but you have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to live your life, and you cannot blame yourself, and you cannot attack yourself, okay? So that's my advice to you. With Liam, I definitely just have a really eerie feeling. I've had it since it happened, and hearing this fan speak out and saying what she did, it really does make me just shiver up and down my spine. So I don't know, best friend. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm sending all my love, all my healing energy to those who need it the most. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.